All right. Good evening and welcome. Um, Tonight, we want to talk a little bit about the 28-day Reclamation Challenge. We're currently underway, about almost halfway through a challenge, and we're getting ready for the next one on May 1st. Now, my name is Tom Bitson. I am currently on my second round of going through this 28-day challenge. A little bit about me. I'm a little older than most of the people going through the challenge, but at my age, I'm dealing with a little bit of extra weight that I don't want to have on, blood pressure issues, as well as a little bit of other complaints, mobility and otherwise. And knowing that how I take care of myself as a third shifter isn't helping anything. And there really isn't any kind of um, medication out there that's going to do me any good. So I was in a need for something natural. Um, on top of that, I was also looking at. I wasn't worried so much about any kind of alcohol addictions that some people might deal with. Um, Instead, I was a heavy consumer of carbonated beverages, a lot of pop and soda and energy drinks, which definitely were no good for my blood pressure. Um, and when Jason Nail brought the concept of eating fruits in front of me, it opened my eyes a little bit to now here's something that I know I need, but might also be a possibility of making a change to what I'm currently doing for the better. Um, and what Jason had suggested was change up to where 51% of your daily intake is from raw fruit. And growing up knowing how nutrition is supposed to work, contrary to a lot of different fads and other programs you see, fruits and vegetables is really where we should be getting the majority of what we intake as it is. Balance in food doesn't necessarily mean equal parts. Um, so I said, okay, I can do this. And um, quickly realized that it immediately started taking effect. Now, keep in mind, this program isn't a diet. Um, I'll touch on that in a little bit, but it's not a diet. It feels like it or seems like it at first because we're using food as a general tool, and good whole food. So, a couple weeks in my first round, I noticed, yeah, I dropped some weight. Great. But, I was consciously not stopping for any kind of fast food, processed foods. I went cold turkey and cut out. But I noticed that weight did come back on before the end of the challenge. Um, Again, without reverting to any of my old bad habits. Um, Partway into the second challenge, I've taken a considerable amount of weight off and it's actually sustainable now. So it was one of those things where my body had to change to the right things going in so the right things can come out. Um, Along the way, kind of get a bit of a heart change too. Different check-ins with Jason almost on a daily basis, but getting what we like to refer to as daily doses. Again, I'll touch on that in a minute. Um, Giving me something to think about, some awareness to what it is that I'm going through, almost specific to the days I'm actually going through it, giving me an idea of, okay, so this is normal. I'm not used to it, but this is normal. And gives me a chance to refocus on what it is I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and then um, being able to move forward and being able to share this with other people. So what this is, we call it the 28-day reclamation challenge. Basically, it's an opportunity for each one of us to retake the lives we wanted to have. Um, which any of you out there living that adult life, the daily grind of going to work, paying bills, um, some cases dealing with people you don't want to deal with, we've got to refine who we are. We've got to take back who we need to be, and using fruits as our tool. Um, it's one of those things that whether we want to change the world or not, we want someone else to change the world. Honestly, the world isn't going to change unless we start with ourselves. So, what we do with this 28-day reclamation challenge, we normally will start each session on the first of the month. Next session will begin on May 1st. And what we ask is that 51% of your daily diet comes from fruit. And that can be your favorite fruits. You can challenge yourself to try some new things. The nice thing is, especially here in West Michigan, we're closing in on the season where a lot of our local favorites start to come into season. So we'll have plenty of opportunities to get a hold of those and visit farmers markets. Um, but contrary to popular belief, fruits are highly affordable. And those of you that know something about them knows you really cannot overdo it. Well, what about diabetics? While diabetics do have to be careful about sugar intake, the fruits that come or the sugars that come in fruits are simple enough and most important, basically a basic building block of what we need. Sure, they do need to be careful, and there are certain fruits that they do need to watch out for in moderation, but they can do this as well, and they will find similar results. So that's the important part with those intake of fruits. If you're dealing with addictions, certain things, most people we find it's either alcohol related or fast food related. We ask that you cut back on those. We're not gonna tell you you have to eliminate those. That's completely up to you. Though Jason and I both completely cut those out um, with positive results. But for each person going forward, we recommend it, but we say do what you feel is best for you. But elevating that fruit intake is highly important because statistically speaking, 1 out of every 10 Americans actually eat fruit. That's 1 in 10. 10% eat fruit. Doesn't mean 10% of the population is getting enough of what they need out of those fruits. So, in a way, we're asking you to positively impact that statistic. But in this 28-day challenge, what you're going to get is every day what we call a daily dose. And right now, it's every day. Jason offers up a 1 to 3 minute video, whether he sends it directly to the participants or shares it via social media, but a quick 1 to 3 minute video where he gives a word of the day, a piece of advice, something to focus on, something to tie everything in. And each day builds on that more and more. Every Saturday, we get together in the rec room. It's a Zoom meeting where the current participants get together. We share updates of how the challenge is going, as well as do a little bit of teaching and strategizing, or just flat out some entertaining get together. Now, in this 28 days, the first 7 days are free. You're able to stick your toe in the water and check it out. Do I want to make this change? Is this change actually working for me? And after 7 days, what we find is you're going to realize something's working for me, something's clicking, whether it's the fruit, the daily doses, or just the general association that you're gathering with your fellow challengers. But after that 7 days, it's a $50 fee to continue on to finish the challenge. But then after that 28 days, you're welcome to restart the challenge. You've become a lifetime challenger. And what you're able to find is as you retake the challenge, you're going to learn and grow more for your own journey. Whether your results are the same as somebody else in the challenge or they're unique to you, the important thing is you're going to be getting those results. That's the important thing. Each of us come into this world differently with everything we are and have or can be that is the same. We're each different. So things hit us differently. But the approach we take, we can take the same approach with a different outcome, but at the same time, complementary results. Like I say, so much about what we're inundated with is about making a change to the world. We can't make that change unless we start with ourselves. And even if you're fine with just making that change with yourself, guess what? You've done something positive. And ultimately that's going to ripple through into a bigger picture, but at the core, it's you. So if this is something that sounds right for you, we want you to join. Come on board. You've got a little bit of time before May 1st, but reach out. Jason's ready for you. He'll welcome you in and get you prepped and ready for what you need to look forward to. But don't look for the reasons why not to do it. Look for all of the reasons why you should. You're important enough. You matter. We want you on board and ready to eat that fruit. Ready to unlock that bit of your heart that you may have locked away a long time ago. It's time to address those things about yourself. And you don't even need to share what that is if you don't want to. If you know what it is, when the time comes, you'll be ready to say, yep, this is what it was, but here's where I am now. So going forward, get ready for May 1st. We want you. We want you here. We're glad you're here. Join us on the Saturday Rec Room Zoom meetings. Get you in the groups and get you ready with us. Currently, we are meeting at 9 o'clock on Saturday evenings. That time will change from time to time, but right now that is what we're working with. And just remember, take it a step beyond that 1 out of 10 and eat fruit.